Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final round 4 of today's Guild Ball Championship.
Butchered
at the
that one a bit,
Ball,
bud.
Guild Ball.
Final Guild Ball.
The final Guild Ball of the day. It's Union versus Union, Fraser McFetridge versus Jason Mountain. Back on the stream after the game 1 where he just crept through by the skin of his teeth.
I'm sorry.
Alex is gone. I did it. It's the final round of day 1, round 4.
Oh dear.
Team selection has been done. I'm going to assume, right?
Can we get the fancy sideways view, Ronan, so I can see the models?
Before I even look at them, I'm going to say Vet Rage, coin/strongbox, coin for Jason Mountain, strongbox for Fraser.
No, it's not an exact mirror match. Because you've got
Benediction,
Gutter on one side and Minx on the other, and there's a Harry in no, they're nowhere near close.
No, there's no Harry.
Huh? That's a Harry,
Yeah, there is, yeah. All right, so we've got Veteran Rage on both sides, Strongbox on Fraser's side, and Coin on Jason's side.
Yeah.
We've got Harry, Benediction, Mist, and Gutter on Fraser's side.
Then you've got Benediction, Mist. I think it's Gutter and
looks
Minx.
to be Minx, yeah. So the trade out here is Harry and Minx have been swapped around.
Yeah.
Interesting. Both players playing for Team Uni on the
Uni boys. Benediction,
we heard Bryce there announcing the spot prize for this round. I did miss it.
Harry and Mist. Are these correct? Vet Rage, Coin, Minx, Benediction, Gutter, and Mist for Mr. Mountain.
Yep.
And Vet Rage, Strongbox, Benediction, Gutter, Harry, and Mist for Fraser.
Looks that way.
So the differences between the teams are the mascot and one squaddy. The squaddy swap out is Harry on one side, Gutter on the other, and then Strongbox on one side, Coin on the other.
I'm intrigued to see how it goes. Judging by the teams, I feel that
I'm not sure.
Mountain has the stronger squaddy pick, but I think
Strongbox
is right for this matchup because you're going to be in his range if you're fighting them.
But I also wonder if Strongbox drops is like an early target, because once he's out of the game...
He's an early target, but he's 2-2 and tough hide with 11 boxes. He's a lot to take out. If I've got his stats right, that is.
He's got tough hide, so he's 2-2, 8 boxes with tough hide.
Like, yes, he is easy to take out, but I think you still
have to... How much are you investing into it, sort of thing?
Invest into it. Like, it's a heroic and then
a
good amount of attacks, like 2 or 3 attacks.
But is that worth the value of the extra momentum on takeouts and just the constant spread of extra attack? I mean, with him around, Rage is hitting with tack 9.
Yeah.
Because Usurper is going to be active on everything.
Yep.
I actually think potentially more important than a cutting-edge punditry here, but I think the thing that's more important than the lineups is the cards.
Oh yeah. The game plan decks are going to be huge.
Yeah.
Going to be huge, and whenever we see 2 mirror matches or an Ox versus a Tapper or any sort of like that, whoever loses their captain first is on a huge back foot.
Yeah, being super careful with the engagements. Do we think kicking and receiving is important? It's going to be whoever receives scores with Mist in turn 1, likely, right?
You'd expect. Oh, it's not as likely since back in season 2 when he lost the momentous tackle. Oh, we do have the...
got the cards through.
Got the cards. I'm just going to bring up the PDF so I can track the...
So Jason has go for the knees, keep chin up, seize the initiative, wing backs, and back in the game, I believe that one is.
Get back in the game, yeah.
And then Fraser has fullback, dig deep, lone striker, which looks like it says lone stinker, hunker down, and get back in there.
All right, so they both have +7s. Let's just go through, get these values. Now both these players, very, very good. Stream regulars, competitive game regulars. I think it's too close to call. The teams are so very similar in the core of them.
Yep. Which means I think it's not going to be close at all.
Yeah,
because that seems to be how that always goes.
It'll be...
Once the train starts rolling, it will become very one-sided very quickly. You just need to be the one that goes one-sided towards. Fun bit of history.
Yeah.
As I punch my mic again. At least the last game I did on commentary that Fraser was involved in was when he was pulled apart playing his Masons by Henry Kay using his Union. So it's interesting to see now he's using Union.
Fraser's now moved on to Union as well. Last one is wingbacks, +4. And keep your chin up is +4. So I think Jason has the better spread. He has looked out with this. So
very consistent.
Jason has +7, +5, +4, +4, +4, whilst Fraser has
a
+7,
a 5,
a 5,
1, a 2, and
3,
a 3.
2, 1. Had a food delivery from the one and only Mr. Jamie Perkins of KFC, and it smells.
It does smell very good.
So nice. Got to double down. My shame it's not Monday.
It's going to be nice and cold by the time you eat it.
Oh, yeah,
Microwave time.
Out on Monday, the double down Zinger meal. Oh, I can't wait.
Don't judge me, chat, but I don't know what that means.
Look at him. Look at him eating. Ronan's off camera, without a microphone, eating his double down in front of me.
What's a double down?
It's where you have chicken, cheese, bacon, chicken.
No bun.
No bun. Chicken is the bun.
Yep. That sounds like a KFC thing.
It's amazing.
Does sound pretty good. Does sound pretty good.
Look at him eating it.
Minus the cheese.
You've never had one? Oh.
What sauce is in it?
Barbecue.
Okay, yes. That's chicken, barbecue sauce, and bacon. The
and
cheese. That's pretty up there.
Yeah.
I hope it tastes disgusting.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't realize it was your first time. You missed it last time, didn't you? Does Charlotte know you're having one without her? Oh,
she does now.
She does now. She's not watching. Just like Emma tuned in to me to see Big Fish, Little Fish VAR, this is the moment Charlotte's going to tune in.
So got to moving up, snapping the ball after the missed kickoff, moving back in. One would assume passing it to Minks and then probably dodging somewhere moderately safe, not that there is anywhere safe from missed. Makes the pass, takes the momentum, and does not spend it.
No. I think if Mist goes in to take the ball, it won't be immediately. There's time to play. I don't think Fraser will be. I'm gonna have to check. Is it Fraser or Fraser? I always get
Fraser.
There's Fraser. No I. There's no I. I always get it wrong. I'm so sorry, Fraser. Coin, bag of coffers onto Minx. Gets her stacked up to 2.
Mm-hmm. That smell is making me realise how hungry I am.
I know. It's going to be here all game.
Yeah. I'm waiting to get the nod of, you're going solo for a bit. Jamie's gone to eat. That is when it all goes downhill. So Coin giving out bag of coffers and then moving up just to kind of try and get in the way of the potential mist.
So Molotov coming out from Harry onto that little patch of rough ground. So and stand firm onto
Benny. So he's put it on himself.
Interesting place for the fire.
Just blocking the route, I think. Get it in there. Make life awkward. Seems peculiar to drop it there.
Ronan's got chips as well now. Yeah, but I can't eat them.
It's getting very heated in here.
Oh.
It's getting very heated in here.
Oh.
God, it does smell good.
It smells so
I can't switch that off now.
He's left.
Stand firm and braced. He's out. He's out. He's done.
He's left.
Stand firm and braced going out.
can't
I
even
think
change the
onto
camera
Benny
angle.
himself, but yeah, both on Benny himself. The man, the myth, the legend.
Big Benny B.
I think he's possibly up there with my favourite players in the game.
He looks so cool as well.
Yeah. I think from the moment that he went in, I was like, yup.
That's my model. Yeah.
Yep.
Union Mirror with no Hemlock in sight. Sad times. I think Hemlock's a great model for the Mirror. Because it's the only force projection they have for like range damage.
Yeah.
And if you can do that and just start that ball ticking, it's what we saw.
When it's the efficiency that can come out of smelling salts as well, and the unpredictability you can get from that in the combination with Bag of Coffers, just as this. If I give her 2 influence, my entire toolkit is available to me with Bag of Coffers, and I can change on the fly as to what the correct thing to do is.
Like, for me, it's the she still has blind, right? That's not
correct. Yeah.
Like blinding rage is huge.
Yeah.
Blinding the Red Fury target is huge.
Very good. It's just a super good utility ability, and being able to double that up with its one weakness that it is just costing the 1.
Yeah.
The Bag of Coffers is basically blind in a box with a free bonus time.
Yeah.
Uses the bonus time from Bag of Coffers on a pass to mist and nails it.
Very nice.
Doesn't take a dodge, so not going for the goal by the looks of it. This is where my aggressive nature when I play comes out, where I'd be punching everyone. No, I'm joking. Where I would be... I would always go for that turn 1 goal.
Yeah.
So Shadow like that.
Shadow like, but Jason there forgot that he hadn't passed the ball and was not dodging.
So my only question from that again is, what is the range of the Shadow-like thing? Because I swear it
6
was
inches.
6, and there's no way on earth that Mist is within 6 of Benediction there.
Yeah. Well,
from where he started.
Mist isn't activating. Rage activated and quick time Mist.
That was a quick time.
Yeah,
there we go then. Yeah. I thought that was because he'd said Shadow-like. I was like, there's no way he's within 6 of Benediction, and I swear that motivated Sulthian or whatever it is 6 inches. You can tell it's late in the day.
Yeah. Two momentum to Jason, 0 to Fraser. So that's a charge from Mist against Veteran Rage there, and
did defensive stance. So I might be being blind to something here, but I'm not really sure why the defensive comes in.
Oh, I think the defensive
because he.
Gets a push dodge momentous.
But obviously not. As long as he got more than 1 success, he's good.
Exactly.
The last thing you want to just be forced into trigger and rise in anger. Then acrobatics back out.
Just nip in, grab 1 momentum, leave. And obviously confidence from Stormbox there, allowing the re-roll of dice.
Yeah.
People are asking what's in the rolling tray to the left. That is a singled out business card for the podcast, and we did ask if they'd take it out.
And they didn't. And we made it worse by telling you what it is. We should have said it's a piece of white paper for fun.
Yeah. Boycott.
Hashtag boycott singled out.
Hashtag boycott. S-O.
So he missed going for a sprint.
Mist just going out wide. Keeping the ball with him.
So I believe that is a 9-inch widget coming out from Harry there.
Yeah.
Cheeky 9-incher.
Good old 9 inches.
Yeah.
Steve's obviously sharing his around.
Yeah.
Jason,
yes, Jason, that is stupid. What are you doing there?
We're still outside of 9, but he's like, what am I doing? I'm actually cutting back into this.
Yeah. Quick's time himself.
So that was a quick time forwards and a potential charge in from Fraser's rage against Jason's rage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting ready for next turn, right? Yeah. Jason got confused, and as did I. Then I believe Fraser said, "I can make this difficult for you. I can charge."
Yeah. So that's that turnover. Nothing of note happened. 1 momentum for Fraser.
2 or 1 for.
I think it's 2 on Jason.
I think it's just the 1. If you look,
he's done 2 successful passes.
He's only got 1 dice there. It's got it's 1 dice and his little pebble.
The defensive stance would be where his other one went.
Both going to bring out the 7s, do you reckon? Or the 5s?
So Jason's gone for the 7.
So Jason chooses Seize Initiative, so both get to make 4-inch dodges. And he offers Fraser to go first, so Fraser has to make the 4-inch dodge first, and then Jason gets to react, which is a good idea, because if Rage comes up 4, then he goes and engages him.
Yeah. But it's Harry going over to cover mist. Seems like
which now allows Jason's Rage if he wanted, or just block the path. He's not blocked the path from charge, but... unfortunately, I didn't catch what,
not sure what
Fraser played. Interesting one to use the 7 and then not go first, but Jason has said that he doesn't like Seize the Initiative because he doesn't like that 4-inch dodge or having to make the choice of it.
Yeah.
And as most of these things, if you can't get the takeout on the captain in the first one, you don't really want to be the person to pull that trigger.
Yeah.
So...
just open yourself up to a world of hurt.
Yep. So...
I'm assuming it's one of the 1 or the 2 because he got an extra influence from something.
So he could have played Hunker Down.
Yeah.
To allow him to get resolute when he's in his half of the pitch, which looks like if a scrum was going to happen and he thought he was going to lose.
That might have influenced the decision to allow to go first.
Yeah.
So if you've got
better counters. We'll put on a maybe next to it for Hunker Down.
What other +1s are in there?
He's got Dig Deep, also a +2 MP when the opposing team score a goal. Could be getting that +2 out of your hand and get +1 influence.
Yeah. Looking for the push off the pitch.
So looking for the push off the pitch.
A charge from Harry.
And counter from Mist. I'm going to put money on it being Hunker Down, the card used.
Yeah. And staying out of base contact to give him some freedom on his pushes, whereas if he goes into base...
he has to move.
Circles are weird.
It's something that got me during the Guild Ball World Cup. Whenever someone pushed and then would push across their base, I was like, no.
They can't do that.
They can't do that. Oh, does he get a third? 3.
Gets 3. So he's got either a double.
Takes some momentous knockdown, which is fine for Jason because...
If the ball scatters off the pitch. Come on. Double scatter, double scatter. No. Boo.
Direction is 6, distance is 1. So the players agree the ball could land there. Just making sure it's at least an inch away.
So is that how... Because I always thought it was you place it on the centre. You place the ball on the centre of the point.
Yeah.
So should that ball be...
Should be like touching almost.
15 mil closer to missed than it is?
Yeah.
I know rules.
One of those confusing ones.
So hit with a bonus time for the double push, and now hitting again for the double push. They both agreed that he was 4 inches from the edge would take him off.
And takes
so
double push.
He gets it, and off he goes.
2 points to Fraser.
Fraser.
Sorry, Fraser. So that's Rage, Red Furying Benny
Onto missed.
Takes the momentous double push.
Directly opposite.
Mist's on full health.
I think every model is on full health.
Yeah.
Even Mist, who is now dead, is still on full health.
Yeah. Heroic from Rage. Buy some attacks.
Both Mists going down here, do we reckon?
Could be. Could very well be. Yeah, Usurper. Looking for 5s. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Mentus 4 damage.
Had an interesting conversation with Jason after his first game where he had mentioned about his clock and how he felt like he was so far ahead and then ended up behind. And I said, well, there's the amount of time you lose gathering dice once Rage is in there.
Yeah.
And I said, like, when I had played Rage a lot, as we discussed earlier, I had all different coloured dice and mentioned that I had one dice that was a different colour that if I'm not playing against any Union models, I literally put back in my dice bag and paid no attention to.
Yeah. And another 4 damage goes in, so 4 health left on Mist. 5. Mentus 4. Mist dies again. 2-2. We've traded Mist, yet Fraser's managed to keep Vet Rage yet to go.
At which point, Jason had said, yeah, I always forget Usurper, so I wonder if somehow I have influenced this game. Danger. Granted, it doesn't really influence it too much, as long as both players remember it, and I would assume that Fraser will now definitely remember it, though he probably would have anyway. But his reaction to when he said, so 9 and then 10 because of Usurper, Fraser went, oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, was that a genuine reaction, or was that a, I wasn't going to remind you if you forgot that, but I definitely know that that's a rule.
Yeah. So Jason there lamenting the fact that he wasted a charge with Rage. But it all worked out, and then he gets to actually use that movement to retreat Rage, so probably works out for the best.
Yep.
Now the Bennies.
So we'll be using Poised on this.
And he does absolutely nothing.
Ooh.
6 dice back, looking for 3s and 2. Double push. Please get in front of Rage.
Yep. You can block your buddy.
Yeah. Now, what he wants to make sure is that he can actually disengage him and block Rage. He'll have to make a choice, though. Thing is, if you do this and he can still engage you, he can't move again. He's got no dodges.
But he can.
And he's got no more influence.
Yeah.
So carrying on with Jason.
Benediction action here.
And
a free counter back.
Yeah. Takes a momentous double push.
I'm assuming not going to move him anywhere. He's moving him to block the charge lane that he wants to take.
Yeah.
And disengage.
Disengage.
And
Very
then
nice
wanders
from
back.
Jason. Very nice play.
I'm not sure I'd have pushed Benediction that far across. I think you're going to disengage without going that far because it's not base to base anymore, or very nearly base to base.
Yeah.
That there's a bit more freedom on those charge lanes, but it does obscure the angle enough where it
if we go on the
has to be
preview
a
camera,
quick time.
Ronan, the alt camera, we can see there that it does actually block still quite a lot.
Yeah, there's still no one available without a quick time.
Yeah.
So it's basically just costing 2 influence. So you're going to get a charge and 2 attacks, and that's all you're getting.
With probably no support, from the looks of it,
No.
unless Gutter gets it, it's stuck in. Coin bag offers Gutter.
All together now. So Cagey. I mean, we knew it was going to be Cagey.
It has to be. I mean, they've piece traded the exact same piece.
And then hit the exact same piece with the exact same piece.
Jason here recognised he set up for this fight poorly, and he's had to reset it.
Yeah.
And
I also find it interesting that he didn't seem to be too... I mean, I guess Strongbox hasn't gone, so there's no point putting too much time into it. But moving Benediction into Strongbox range, I would imagine, looking at that now, where he wasn't previously. But I can't imagine he's going to be hitting Benediction again.
Well, Strongbox, it's only if he's in range of your target, is that right? I always get that one mixed up.
Shelling out. Friendly guild models gain +1 attack when making an attack against a model within it. So it's the enemy model.
Yeah, it has to be within the 4-inch
rather than
and
the model making it.
With how slow Strongbox is, like for the first 2 turns, I always give him 1 because his confidence is great, or he sprints.
Just sprints up.
And you can really make it the first move you do is just sprint
or if
Strongbox
you've got
in.
The ball is just
pass it to him, dodge him.
Yeah. So you remember I mentioned in the last game where I was like, Salt got a 6-inch kick, right? That isn't the bit that always throws me off. It's the fact that Strongbox gets 2 dice on his kick.
Yeah. He's just got a Salt
which always
scoring.
throws me off as weird.
Always. Has Mink's gone in?
Mink's gone in, snare, and then we're just back to the
snare,
shadows
back
out.
To the shadows away, yeah. Yeah, so Fraser. Oh,
you got it right the first time.
I did. I second guessed myself.
So Fraser just checking, he was like, do you want me to re-roll that because it's not in the dice tray? And Fraser said, no, I'm not rolling that on your horrible card anymore. That's not what he said, I'm just stirring.
I mean, with the Back to the Shadows, you've got so much freedom.
Yeah, and Back to the Shadows back there, and safe from Rage, where Rage is currently.
The mark target on Benediction for
nails
Gutter?
it. I would assume Gutter, yeah.
She can't charge over that bit of terrain, though. So Rage taking a jog. I don't think it was right to go in with Minx there. That felt greedy.
Because now it's a quick time Benediction and charge Minx.
Yeah. Into...
Like, you can't get Benediction in range of her, but then you charge and then take a result with a push, and now Benediction's engaging, because there's about a 5-inch gap between the pair.
Yeah. And here we see quick time Benediction to engage.
So because the angle that he took with the...
Because he had to come back
to the shadows, didn't get the full distance that he could have got.
Yeah.
So did end within 4. And now the charge is opened up.
Yeah.
Fraser not sure if it's worth it. I think it is. Like there's
no
real threat.
What else are you going to do?
I don't think there's any real
your defensive stance, 5-1.
I think you take the points. You take the points that are on the table.
Yeah.
Minx is overextended. She's the easiest model across both teams to kill that isn't a mascot.
And missed.
I would still say that Minx is easier to kill than missed.
Oh, no, Benediction's just coming away.
So Minx is 4-1 with 12 health, and Mist is 5-0 with 12 health.
Potato.
Yeah, it's close.
Mist has 2-inch melee counter attack, dodge on 2. Mist has 1-inch melee.
Minx and then dodges on 1. So.
Yeah.
There might be a hangover from me, but I always, whenever I see Minx, I think...
Easy kill, yeah.
She's the Ratchet of Union.
So guys here talking about like top table strats. Good is just going to drug over to within 8 inches of the pitch. Don't worry about that. Do we see Lone Striker get played from?
What's the momentum at? 4 to 4, is it? I think the coins are Fraser's. And I think there's 4 with the way they're... It might be more. Really not sure. It's the hardest part about this is keeping track of momentum. Everything else is fairly easy, but momentum is hard.
Dig deep on wing back. So Fraser plays a +2, and wing back is a +4.
Yep.
And Jason chooses to go first. So Fraser playing it quite conservatively, getting rid of his low cards
so
first.
that once the engagement starts, he can press the advantage by I'm going to have a big turn and I'm going to carry on that big turn.
Yeah.
And there's not much you can do about that.
The thing is, it begs that question: what's the plan for either player? Like Fraser gets the sort of, I guess, the joy of being reactive.
Yeah. No one wants to move on to your opponent's side of the pitch and stay there.
No.
But I mean, an activation with Mist, who is within 8 of the edge of the pitch, for a reduced throw down a cloud.
Yeah.
To give you cover. Charge strong box, pick up the ball on the way, dodge and shoot.
Yeah, I think he's only put 3 on, sadly.
That would probably be what I would do.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll go first. Just go score and be like, deal with it, and then dodge off into the...
Yeah, I'm not changing
cover.
I'm not changing the state of play over here. If you want to go and get something, you need to commit first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like your plan.
Okay, so perhaps Shadowlight means he doesn't actually need the smoke cloud.
Yeah. The thing is, I can only see 2 there, so...
And where does that Shadowlight come from?
It comes from the wing backs.
Right.
Wing backs lets you shed light within... If you're within 8, you can shed light 2, and fullbacks lets you charge for less.
So he's just run back, picked up the ball, run back and passed it to Benediction. My only assumption is that he's scared. I don't know.
I don't know. I think in these kind of games, the ball is a threat extension. And if you have the ball, you can engage at the end of the turn on your terms.
Yeah. And I guess I say that with the privileged information of the cards being used versus the cards available.
Yeah.
Whereas, given the cards that they have to play, the game plan cards, it is feeling like Jason is on a clock, so to speak, because it's going to reach a point where Fraser's almost guaranteed to be able to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Go in with a big engagement towards the end of a turn,
play
and
7.
keep it rolling into the next one.
So Benediction there, spending his momentum to move conditions, jog to here, and then punch Minx for 4. Oh, nice. Takes the knockdown with 4 results. This time 3s and 1. Ooh. It's a momentous push. Fraser's going to get a lot of momentum for this, but ultimately, I guess...
I feel like all he needs is momentum.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Doesn't need damage. He gets damage.
It's a bonus. Yeah.
Just takes the double push. I feel like he's just trying to feed her back.
Yeah. escorting her into turtle range and veteran rage range.
Just so friendly. Just a friendly guy.
Another momentous
Takes
double
the
push.
Full momentum out of that. So within 2 benediction, outside of 1 of strongbox, spends to remove conditions, moves back to 4.
I think you go hit him. Do a point of damage and disengage. Seven. By the attack. Mark target on benediction. Is successful. And it's now hidden outside of line of sight.
Smart.
Very good. A really good play. I like it.
I mean, it does things, very useful things.
Yeah.
What range is Red Fury? Is it 4?
Well, it's 4, but if benediction's within 6, you can channel it through him. So it's basically 6 inches, and then with 4 inches within.
Okay. So I'm just.
Oh no, sorry. You have to just bring up the cards. I can't remember which way round it is. Benediction, yeah. So
Impart wisdom. While within this aura, which is 6 inches, when a friendly model makes a character play, it targets friendly model. This model will be the origin instead.
Yeah. So basically,
so he needs to be within 6, and then he can put it on himself.
Yeah, yeah.
So if he's within 6,
which he looks like he is,
then he can just Red Fury to push her back out.
Yeah, yeah. Or have Harry
or
do
just
it.
do Harry do it.
No momentum from Jason.
That was do Harry do it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll never catch me out, chat, because I catch myself out too well.
2 hits after all that. Not a
just
great
double
roll.
push.
Double push though, so still good.
So pushy.
To go right into base, was that?
Wants to not be engaging benediction, I believe it was.
Yes, there's no counter attack.
I don't think it's the counter attack. I think it's to avoid the potential of the heroic from rage going in on benediction. If there's no crowd out there, you can't get anything out of the heroic.
Yeah. So it's bag of coffers onto benediction, and then just jog up to get within range of Gutter to charge in and hit the snake if Fraser wants to.
Strongbox moving out the way. So benediction, unsnapping the ball, giving it to rage, and now charging benediction.
Jason has asked the question, do you want to do anything?
So Fraser said, I'll take poised.
Yep. No, it's an interesting thing where like the true like top table players, they ask that question, click the clock over, because that's your thinking time. And that's just Jason's politeness.
Yeah. And it's making sure that like no situation comes up where you've already rolled them and then they're like, but I wanted to. It just makes sure that it's clean and takes any dubious nature out of it. So it takes the momentous knockdown. More Benny on Benny action.
Yeah. Red hot.
And
Fraser there measuring
that'll be like a pass off to Gutter, 4-inch dodge and charge.
He's in range already.
But do you want to go in with him on the ball?
Yeah, I guess it's that. I think you probably just unsnap it back onto the snake. You're not going to play with it this turn anyway.
Possibly, yeah. Bag of coffers hasn't gone out, so you can just bag of coffers yourself and do the pass with the snake later.
Well, snake's been this turn, but yeah.
Has it?
Yeah, bag of coffers onto benediction.
Is it onto benediction?
I think we're going to see Minx disappear here.
Maths time.
15 dice for the charge.
And I think this is on Minx.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good roll.
Wow.
That's 2 misses and 1 for armor. So that would be 11 successes.
11 hits. Mentus
8
3 to
damage
4,
in
Mentus
total.
3 to 4.
Leaving Minx on 4. So 11 dice this time.
So an interesting question from chat. Why didn't Jason just push Benediction out of engagement with himself and then out of block the line of sight to Minx?
She's knocked down. Well, no, 'cause it would have been knocked down if he'd taken the push. I'm not...
Yeah.
I guess because the momentum, just standing back up.
Yeah.
Not bothered. Not stand...
Well,
I've lost myself now.
Yeah, yeah.
Lost to my own train of thought.
I guess the only thing I can think of is that he wants the engagement from Benediction because Benediction's a nice stronghold, so that when Veteran Rage goes in, he has his heroic ability ready.
So that's another 2 for Fraser there as Minx drops. But I wonder if he's going to be... So with the influence he's got left, quick time in Benediction back out. So it's a very efficient turn of, I get the kill I want, and now I'm removing yours. So I wonder if now you need the pass.
Now you have to pass the ball, yeah. But there's also no takeout because there's no engagement for the heroic to trigger off. Gutter's the only one left, I guess.
I still feel like just going for the goal with Mist is... Because Jason's just sending everything forwards or having it dragged back. I don't feel like the ball is a huge difference. It's valuable for Jason because he's being so standoffish.
Yeah.
But Fraser's kind of just slogging up the whole way, and I don't think he'd do much with the ball if he had it other than guard it because he doesn't need to.
Well, I think
I'm open to being wrong. These are significantly better players than I am, but I would have gone for the goal with Mist.
It just forces the point a little as well.
Gets you an influence advantage.
Yep.
It means you're in a better position generally with Mist, because Mist's now not a threat.
Exactly. And if you do score a goal, throw Mist into the backfield, you have to just keep thinking.
Giving the crowd outs or gang ups, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
I think Gutter hits Gutter.
Jason accidentally putting Gutter within cover.
Played for. So how much damage was done from Gutter, Jason's Gutter?
3 or 4, which has just been healed back up to 2 or 3.
No, because he took a push, not damage on the counter attack.
I'm confused.
Oh wait, you're talking about Fraser doing the damage and healing it back, right? I'm there. This is getting very confusing to track when it's the same teams.
Oh, knockdown.
So I've got this tracked currently as Jason's being on 13 health and Fraser's being on 11, and I think it's there or thereabouts.
Dice God's well and truly smiling on Fraser there.
Yeah.
With all 4 dice hitting Gutter, knocking her down and walking away, has potentially saved Gutter's life.
Yeah. Yeah, Fraser's, I mean, granted, dice do have a hand in it, but Fraser's done a very good job of every time Jason tries to pull in the supporting players to be able to get the heroic, to get the damage increases.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Bonus times a pass to Benediction. Gets it.
Successful.
So just so everyone's aware of what just happened there, that was move up within 6 of Benny, channel quick time through Benny onto Benny to pull him another 2, pass to Benny, and then use that momentum to dodge back again. And then the stack of momentum coming in. Gutter on full health now. Fraser on 6.
Jason on 3.
Jason on 3.
So surely now Jason only has 4s to use.
Yep.
Whereas Fraser still has a 3.
Yeah, Fraser's got a good amount of control over this now through cards and just not overcommitting and just basically pulling apart the plan before it can start to form. And it sounds like a stupid thing to say, but kind of aggressively pulling it apart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to break this from you getting your supports, but I'm going to turn that in my favour to make them mine.
Yeah. Harry proving to be a real toolbox in this one for secondary pushes.
Two-edge melees with Rage, kind of what you want, and repositions showing their worth.
I say repositioning their models to bring them into your crowd outs.
When you're happy to play it safe and just take 1 kill a turn and just ride it out, and when Rage is doing enough damage to do that by himself, and you don't need the damage from additional players, whereas Jason's lineup has damage in other places, but less reposition. We haven't seen Minx do a huge amount, and I think she's a weak link in that team because I think her role is somewhat similar to Mist's in that ideally she's a breakout player because she's too flimsy to put in there.
Stay in there, yeah. I really would like to have seen Hemlock in this. I mean, we know Jason has her in his lineup.
Yeah.
In this blind with Bag of Coffers and Poison AoE at range is just huge. Being able to just force that, right, here's 2 damage, here's 2 more in the maintenance phase.
Generally speaking, in a game that you'd expect to be relatively even on momentum from turn to turn, having that Smelling Salts just to be something that you don't need to spend. In a game where, generally speaking, things start to clump up and you can get additional value, because I'm right in saying Smelling Salts is AoE.
Yes,
But AoE condition removal.
Condition removal.
Yeah.
So, keep your chin up there, used by Jason to use the once per turn free come on mate to stand gutter up from Minx. So nice use of the card there.
Harry moving in and goading, having a go at a goad on Mist. Misses it.
Also goad, really, really strong.
Yeah. And then going for a Molotov and
1 dice hits and Mist set on fire.
I imagine would have preferred those to be the other way round, but we'll take it. Molotov doesn't do damage now, does it? It's just
it's
fire.
Just 1 damage. Sorry, just fire.
Cool. Has Molotov ever done damage?
No.
Bag of Coffers from Coin onto Benny.
For that pass at some point.
Gutter running away. And done.
Just resetting the fight, really.
And Strongbox, I think, literally just spun in a circle. Bonus time coughs. Pass to Mist.
Hits
Nails it. With a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Jason here plotting out how to save Mist's life. So Jason spent 1 to sprint that little distance. I don't know why I just did that, but whatever. Jason, stand firm.
I'm guessing you stand firm and braced on Mist, right?
Yeah. So stand firm on Mist, braced onto Benny. Jason really feeling flustered from the camera, he said there. So Benediction there, staying outside the 10 of Rage.
She's obviously his threat range with a quick time.
Yep. And just puts Sturdy and Braced on himself.
Yep. For those that can't see, clocks are pretty even, about 25 minutes each. Fraser on, within theory, a minute down. there or thereabouts, but that probably won't jump until the next single person has a rage activation.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a Shudlike, a Sprint, an Acrobatics. 6 because of the burning.
Yeah.
Acrobatic. Really just resetting the scrum.
Well, I'd put that more down as running away, personally, but...
Pass to Rage. Keep it active. Also keep that threat extension there, which is successful.
So, no 4-inch dodge.
Nicely done.
Smoke clouds, Benny.
So their Gutter dumps the 4.
What is going on? They're just running away from each other.
It's because nobody can be the first to go in, right?
Which is why I'd be going for goals.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Rage passing back to Mist.
It's
Nailed
successful. Dodging Mist, 2 inches up. Both players, well, Jason's more so than Fraser, getting a little bit frazzled.
Yeah. I mean, they're just, this is like about as gangs as New York as it gets. They're just standing diagonally opposite each other.
Yeah.
And it's going to turn into the bull holding party.
I mean, the big worry is the Benediction is slow and needs to get back over to Rage for Jason.
I don't think that's too much of a concern, given the cover and the braced and the poised. Like,
he's effectively -5 to your dice roll this turn.
I don't think he's too worried.
That's
the end of the turn.
Nice and tight game, 23-23.
What's that,
Fraser
4-2?
So Fraser is actually getting to that point where he now has to start unintentionally using. Like,
well, he's got a 4 left.
He's got a 3, a 5, and a 7. Jason's got a 5, a 4, and a 4. I don't know which card Fraser used last turn.
So it's a 3 and a 4 that we heard. So that will be back in the
get back in
the game and get back in there, right? Because there's only 1 4 left.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So back in the game from Jason and get back in there from Fraser, which I believe gives the initiative to Jason.
Yeah, so get back in there allows friendly models returning from the on the pitch to get +2/+2, which lasts the rest of the turn, which is really good.
No one died, so it doesn't really do anything.
Nope. Back in the game, probably the stronger version, stronger one for the takeout game. The first time a friendly model suffers a taken out condition, reallocate their influence to one friendly model within 8 inches.
Yep.
So a really strong game plan card from Jason there.
Yep.
And Jason lamenting not bringing Hemlock. Of course, they have a really standoffish game when I've got a double down waiting for me.
It's just sat there. I can't smell it anymore, which means it probably doesn't taste of anything.
Yeah, it does.
A taste of shame.
Taste of glory.
Taste of glory. Nom, 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 nom. I think we've lost Jamie now. He's gone. He's gone into... Yeah.
I'm dreaming. Sorry.
Come back, Jamie.
Sorry,
you're hungry, not tired.
I want
be careful with that hand action, bud.
I want both.
Camera's not on you, but be careful with that one. Steve's 9-incher creeping back in. Need to stop with the innuendos.
Yeah. Oh. Hope you're all enjoying this at home.
Try and throw a goad on Benediction. Gets it. And Molotov in. I'm not sure if he's trying to hit or if he's just, I think
he's blocking. He's not trying to hit. He's blocking the way. Just the right. So great use of Molotov.
Yeah, just a bit of area denial.
So if you want to come through here, it's at -2. Deal with it. Oh, wait, you can't because you get set on fire.
Ha ha ha!
Can't glide
Fire
through this
boy.
one.
Take that, fire boy. Good cutting edge commentary again.
Yeah.
I feel like the need to say that every time I hear Ronan giggle. It's because I said
Yeah.
something really stupid. And then I realise Ronan is permanently giggling because all I ever say is stupid things. Stupid things. God damn it.
Wow.
So Mink's moving out.
Mink's there, sprinting up.
Going to start wheeling around each other now.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first game that I've ever seen where their plot cards cycle out with plenty of time left on clocks.
Yeah.
Benediction with stand firm and braced, I'm guessing on himself.
Yep. Now what's interesting is Fraser has to use Lone Striker next time. And Jason will have go for the knees. So go for the knees, choose one friendly captain model not currently on the pitch, they get plus one
the
tack.
plus one tack one, which is
This is good for this.
probably Gutter or Benny.
Yeah. And then obviously Lone Striker, minus one tack to the first model that activates.
Yep.
If your team has the initiative. So you're probably going to use it and just pass the initiative over. But if you see the opponent, Jason having plus one tack on somebody, maybe he's like, oh, great. Yeah. Do I give you first activation and...
Yeah.
Oh, no, cause it's only if your team has the initiative.
Right, got you. Yeah. So you really don't want to give that up, but you have to kind of suck it up. But in the same vein, like with how the game's going at the moment, I wouldn't be shocked for Fraser if that's Harry goes, Goads, Molotovs. I don't care about the minus one tack. I'm not hitting anything.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Or Benny goes...
Just braced.
Brace.
Sturdy
on
the
rage.
other one is.
And then
stand firm.
Yeah. And then it's all. If they are clever, they've seen each other's cards and know what they have.
I would assume so. At least the numbers.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing that if you were at this point in the game,
within theory, you're tracking them and you're going right. There's 8 down.
Yeah.
I know I have the other 7. You've played your 7.
Yeah.
So you don't have both of them.
Yeah.
There've been no 6s yet.
There are no 6s in play.
So
you
can start to kind of piece it together, but it's easy to say that for us as people that are sat here padding for time because nothing's happening, versus versus those guys who are sat there trying to work out what's going on. Like
so meta.
The clocks are so even.
Oh yeah, they are tit for tat on the clocks. But it's one of those interesting ones where if you know that the first 3 turns have zoomed past with very little happening. Just getting a piece of paper, making notes of what they've played, just numbers, because you know if it carries on like this, it's going to go to cycling. At least you have an idea of what they might play and what you can and can't achieve with your plot cards.
Yep.
Sorry, game plan deck cards. So back into the game, it looks like...
Finally looking at actually going and hitting something, maybe.
Fraser's looking at going into fighting, but without support from anybody. But I think he's got the final activation, he's got this freedom, and he knows he's got a 7 in hand.
So this is what we were talking about earlier in terms of the going in, having a decent activation, and then training it into the next one.
You're pretty much guaranteeing the top tail. So no counter or anything coming in.
So both players agreeing that he doesn't clip the Molotov on the way through from its original position before it was moved.
Looking for 5s. 1, 2, 3. Takes the knockdown.
The ball will scatter. Yay.
3 distance 4.
It's always a 4 and a 3, just in different orders, seems to be.
Yeah. I always roll direction, then distance.
I roll them at the same time, but declare a different coloured dice.
You swap the colours over each time to confuse your opponent.
No, because I'm terrible at remembering and just never remember which is the right one.
Huh.
that one's whichever's most favourable to me, and the other one is the other one. Play to win, boys.
I think I remember like a stream a while ago where the players, it was like they held the thing upside down or the wrong way, and it made a huge impact on the game. We were like, "Oh,
what do you do?
What do we do? What do we do?"
Because it was like the 2 and the 4 were the wrong way round.
Yeah,
so the opposites were the wrong way round, which had a massive impact on the direction it should have gone. And then the good old-fashioned, I knock you down, but forgot to scatter the ball, because it wasn't relevant for me, but is relevant for you.
Yeah.
Mistakes are fun.
So two momentum for Fraser.
I'm assuming there was some damage done there. I was not paying any attention.
It was a knockdown, and then I don't know what happened after that.
Come on, chat. Hook us up. I have failed you. I lost concentration.
So that's an acrobatic from Mist. Oh, walking there. Parting blow.
That seems bad.
That's the worst. Oh. And Jason didn't click his clock. Yeah. Let's get my stutter out.
Nearly
Ignore
stuttered. That one. Ignore that one.
Caught my stutter. Jason forgot to click his clock over.
Well navigated. It's always horrible when you forget to click your clock. Can lead to serious problems.
For those who've watched Hereditary, that might have just scared you a little bit.
Yeah.
She's here.
Oh no. No. All this because I forgot to click my clock. Okay,
so a little bit of a...
So Jason, like Fraser being very fair and saying like, well, you could have just acrobatics out. If you want to do that, that's fine. And then Jason's like, no, I messed up. That's on me.
Yeah. He's like, I could have done that, and I didn't declare that. I declared I was walking away, so I have to live with my decisions.
Yep.
Even though they might cost me.
Yeah.
So
we're into turn 5.
Yep.
4-2 still. It's been 4-2 since turn 2, I think.
Yeah. So we've been through all the cards, so I now need to start crossing my ticks as to what they've used.
And there's probably been some damage on some models that I've missed, because, that's that.
Oh. 4-2.
Why would you give us this as round 4, you pair of scumbags?
Keynote is meant to start tonight at 7 p.m, but as is usual with tournaments, expected to run over.
Yeah, probably be a bit late.
But do get here for 7, just in case it is all on time.
Is it 7 or is it 8? What time's the keynote? Ronan says...
Shrug.
It just says shrug. That's he said it with his body. That's body language.
Oh, we're looking for a 6-point activation from Rage.
Which would put him on 10.
Yep.
That's maths. That's all I've got. I'm out at that point.
Yeah, great. Thanks for the
4 plus 6 is 10. Which means he needs 2 to win.
Jason admitted he's made a huge mistake, and this will cost him the game.
Seems likely. Yeah. What's weird, though, despite all of what we've said, if this is to wrap up fairly quickly after this activation, it will still be one of the quicker games we've had today.
I know, right?
It just hasn't been action-packed. Everyone, when they look at a Vet Rage game, they think it's going to be, super killy.
Yeah.
When it's Vet Rage versus Vet Rage,
you can't.
It's less of the case.
It's Well, I'll kill this one. You kill that one. All right. Yeah. Well, it's still 2-2. Now it's 4-4.
But almost like we know what we're talking about, where he held on to that 7.
Yeah.
So this could happen. And sure, there was a mistake on the way that made it as good as it can be, but holding on to that 7 and biding time.
I've just had this passed to me.
So there's 3 left
Keynote
on
at
Mist.
7 p.m.
Keynote at 7 p.m. And that's 3 health left on Jason's Mist. Bonus time on this one, which should take him out. I believe there was a legendary at the top of this.
Yeah, that makes...
Probably not, actually. There's no one
so
crowding
it's 6-2?
out. Or was Gutter crowding out? Whose Gutter's that? No, that probably wasn't a legendary because there's no one else near him.
Yeah, 6-2.
And then moving up with the ball. Hoof it. Give it a hoof.
I'm going to get... No!
Never work with animals or children.
Or Ronan.
You are animals and children. You are child animals. Chanimals. I think
I missed!
Shot missed.
The shot missed! The shot missed! Ah. What is this game developing into?
It's because I said about it possibly being the quickest one.
Yeah.
Imagine if you'd rolled either of those two when you took that shot.
Yeah.
Was it a 2-dice shot or a 3-dice shot? Really good at attention here.
I would assume a 3.
The Chanimals distracted me. So it scatters.
Jason's good fortune carrying him through. There's a... Jason asking, does a charge have to be in a straight line?
Yep. Unless you're playing in like Season 2 with Blackheart. Zigzag boys.
So that was just a takeout on Mist that we expected to happen.
Yeah.
And now Veteran Rage.
Well, we say expected to happen. I had no idea if it was going to happen because I haven't been tracking damage because
But now
I've given up all hope.
Right, so look at the board state now. After that goal didn't go in, that Fraser's Veteran Rage is in an awful position.
I don't think it makes a big deal.
Do you
Don't think
not?
it changes much because to catch up, Jason is ideally looking for a goal to be able to go ahead. And I just think it's going to end up super close, and I think it's going to be decided by clock, is the way I think it's going to wind up going. I think you lose Rage, and then Rage just rejoins his pack at the top. Like he will just consolidate back, reset again into his little pocket in the top corner.
Oh! Jason's Rage is goaded.
It's big
deal. Play, and now he just legs it. Then throwing the fire out.
I mean, he can still quick time in, just means he's got charge, but he probably survives now. Yeah. Or you just move Benny in and push him.
Move Benny and push him into Rage. Yeah. That was a really fortunate misspeak from me. Push him into Rage.
I can't. Why is it going to be that this is going to devolve into Gutter hitting Gutter, Benediction hitting Benediction, Mist dies, and now Rage is going to hit Rage?
Yeah, because he's in range. Sure. What is this? What is this nonsense?
It is not bedtime, and I wish it was. That is as much as I can confirm at this point.
All right. Bag of coffers onto Gutter. And then go and engage. Rage.
Push him with Gutter. Send Gutter in. Base to base. Shove him over.
Yeah. Gutter has +1 attack.
Yup. Is that Gutter as the selected model from the plot card? Is that where the +1's coming from? Not plot card, game plan card.
Oh!
Branding's important. That'd be silly move.
Well, he was looking for the goal.
Do you think it'd be silly at this point? You don't want to go for that goal now.
No, kill rage.
You need to catch up before. Ideally, you want to get ahead. I mean, that's not going to happen because you're going to get 2, and then it's going to be 6-4. But you can't give up the ball control again.
I think like if you do death by 1,000 cuts on rage, get all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, because you need to, because he's getting 2 from the first
both
load.
play your 7s.
So this is Benediction going in. Takes the double push.
Yep, as expected.
Yeah. Just accept you're not getting your free charge.
Push him into the fire, why not?
I'd be trying to wheel him round so that you can charge him. If I'm honest. Wheel him round in the direction of Harry.
Yeah.
So that you can then do an attack with rage to do a push then charge later, or whichever way around you want it. There's multiple ways you can do it, but I'd be wheeling around that way if it's on. So that with your last double push, you push him that way. But I don't think that's what Jason's doing, so...
No, I think he just wants to guarantee the takeout.
Yep. I believe damage-wise, the state of play at the moment, I believe Minx is on 6. I don't believe she's been healed. There is much momentum spending going on. I believe Minx is on 6. Mist obviously died.
I like this. Unlucky. I like Jason's thoughts there. He wanted to move in to chain grab Benediction in.
Yeah.
Then start Scything Blowing.
Yeah.
And use Red Fury to keep Scything Blowing.
Yeah.
Jason saying he passed the ball to no one. And whether that's an
New
unsnap.
Union player.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
So Fraser being extremely fair there and saying after because he cleared during the activation. I always thought it was when you start your activation in a Molotov.
No, it is when you end in it, yeah.
Let's have a quick look. It's almost like we have cards here.
Yeah.
Entering or ending. So Fraser's saying don't clear the burning there.
Yeah,
because that's silly. You're going to
anyway.
get set on fire as soon as it ends.
Yeah, and nice play from both of them.
So I believe this is Rage.
It's Rage,
hitting
attacking Rage. So Momentous 4 damage. Triggers Rise in Anger. Momentous 4. With a push. Push him into fire.
Push him into fire.
Nope. Getting him up the pitch.
So that Gutter can walk rather than charge, I'm guessing.
Well, so I think it's so that Gutter can engage him further up the pitch to drag people in for the...
Yeah. Yeah. So Vet Rage has 5 left. Kept up with that one. Good job, me. So I'm guessing that small reposition there. Unfortunately, it's entirely predictable now.
Oh, yeah, because he's already pre-measured.
Because he already measured it.
Yeah, Benediction. Well, the thing is, it's Benediction and Gutter now are the threats for it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure...
But it works vice versa with Fraser's Gutter.
Yeah, he's right there. Well, I'm not
with
sure.
The Red Fury off the table, the Scything Blows aren't as good value anymore.
I'm not sure. And chat, if you spotted it, please let me know if it was the Legendary or the Heroic from Onto Rage.
Yeah,
I assume the Heroic because it's not a good Legendary turn. Next turn...
Well, I assume it was the Heroic, and that is why they had the don't spend that momentum conversation.
Yeah.
So you had the momentum for the Heroic from there, is my guess,
don't
but I'm not sure.
Yep. Puts brace on himself. Stand firm onto Gutter from Fraser's Benediction there. You don't want to drag Gutter in.
No, it's a bad idea.
You don't want to drag the model who's got the influence to hurt you in. I don't like the idea.
So bonus timing up past. So just unsnaps. Walks up.
Sorry. I mean, really, you want Rage to be on 1 at the end of this. Go first, kill him in the next turn.
Yes. Because the cards are resetting, so as long as you're up on momentum, you can guarantee you're going first.
Exactly.
Does take the momentous chain grab. Pulls Gutter in.
Do you get pulled the full 6, or is it just 4?
Sorry?
Do you get pulled the full 6 with chain grab, or is it just 4?
I thought it was just 4. 6.
Oh, it is a 60 push, yeah.
And I believe there was a wrap on that, right, for 1 damage onto Rage?
I missed that.
I think there was a wrap for another damage onto Rage, leaving Rage on 4. I think.
Yeah. Jason apologising that he's getting really sloppy because it's been such a long day for him.
So this one had the Bag of Coffers bonus time on it. Bag of Coffers bonus time on it.
But she does have the extra dice from the card. It's not hitting the Silent Blow. So
which will finish Rage off.
Rage goes down, so it is 6-4. And Gutter takes 3. And then hitting the next Gutter. Ah, gets 1. Just 1 momentous damage.
Which I believe leaves Gutter on 10.
Spends 2 to heal Minx 4.
Leaving her on 10.
Fraser's got her attacks, does nothing. Counter attack is live. Don't know why the counter. Well, just more damage, I guess.
I mean,
takes a knockdown. Ignores it from Sturdy. Poor form from Jason there to forget that, but he is getting a little bit frazzled.
So, because the counter attack came out there, Fraser now has the freedom to move to there and not be worried about a push out or anything.
Yeah, really what you'd be looking for there is just 2 damage to keep that health level as low as possible on Gutter.
Heals Gutter
and that is
back
the
up to
end
full.
of the turn. Gutter's back on full. Oh, clean the pitch up, guys. Take a breath. Chill out. You've got time. Relax. Take it easy.
So I think there's concerns coming in on the clock now, because
well,
once you get towards the tail end of a game, you start to wander into
it's danger territory. Like
it's not so much the danger territory as you're aware that it's coming towards the end, which is where the big decisions are made, which is where the longer activations tend to come in.
Yep. And
we say this is now going into turn 6, so
people say Guild Ball's a quick game over in a few turns.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We hope the folks at home are finding this entertaining. And I don't want it to sound like we're being derogatory and saying this is boring. It's not boring. It's just hard to make commentary interesting, I think is the fairest way to put it.
I think it's going well.
It's a lot of jostling.
It's a really good, tight game between 2 very good players. Jason's made mistakes which have nearly cost him the game, but
arguably should have. Like that missed one was huge.
Yeah.
And he got very fortunate.
Yeah. See the hole there? Bryce just walked past.
I believe Benny should still be on fire.
Yeah. Regenerate's just heal too, isn't it? It's not like clear conditions or any nonsense.
Before conditions are resolved.
Yeah, so he still suffers. He should still be on fire, but it seems like players have forgotten.
I guess with Jason being frazzled, and in his brain at one point he'd cleared it. So
yeah. Very nice. So he's used the get back in there from Fraser to get the +2, and that lasts the entire turn. So that makes Rage's threat 12 inches this turn. And I'd be interested to know what card Jason played, because he didn't need to play his 7. think he was 6 up already.
No.
So he could have played his lowest, which is one of the 4s.
We're relevant of the lowest. I think at this point, when you're ahead like that, I think the text is becoming more important than...
It looks like it's go for the knees, just so that, because she's got +1 tack still on her.
Yeah.
She wants to try and... Oh, wow, everything. 4 damage total with a scything blow and a momentous 1.
Was that gutter on...
Gutter on gutter.
And just checking if he hits rage with the scything blow. So
he did, because it was too close, but...
There we go.
2 damage.
Fraser's gutter on 8.
Yeah, just the one. Didn't hit 3. 1 damage again.
And I believe this lands Jason's gutter on full health through Life Drinker.
And takes the knockdown. Knockdown not really worth it here. It just spends the momentum.
Not too bothered, I don't think.
And they're in range to hit each other.
Yeah. And it's whichever one hits first comes out of it worse, because then the other one just hits you and heals up what you've done, and now you've got damage and you've got to spend momentum to heal that.
Yeah. So it was a push from Fraser because Jason declared the counter-attack. But can then just walk back in if he was so inclined.
Still does have to be wary of rage.
Yep. And of Minx, which I think he's looking at. He doesn't want Jason to suddenly slip in a goal.
I don't know if Jason scoring a goal helps, because he's still 2 behind.
Yep.
And as clock becomes an issue, you score, I score.
It's that interesting point of what once clocks up to become an issue, having that ball and just being able to go, right, here's 4 points. I've got 4 activations on you now.
Yeah.
Or I've bought myself 4 activations. So this is Minx coming in, hitting... Sorry, Gutter coming in and hitting Minx. Knockdown on Minx to scatter the ball again.
So I believe it was 1 damage.
Yeah.
And then...
a knockdown. I don't think I've ever seen a ball be scattered so much. Even Brewers don't scatter the ball this much. They don't really have their tackles available.
Well, it's more the reason the knockdown's being taken. Like, so often you will have a knockdown as you taking it to scatter the ball, versus I'm taking a knockdown and you happen to have the ball, which is great, but that's not what I was necessarily hunting for. So I believe Fraser's got her on 9 health now. Did 1 damage in that, so did a bit of Life Drinker back up.
Didn't see any... was momentum spent to heal, do you reckon?
I don't believe so.
Got none on his...
But there is none there, so possibly... Strongbox shuffle. Cheeky yawn.
So, bag of coffers onto Minx. Strongbox moves up, puts confidence onto...
I think Strongbox just moved. I don't think he did anything else.
Oh, okay.
Don't think he had any influence on him. Mist will do a sprint.
Mist just sprinting up.
Here we are again.
Fraser just passes Mist's activation back over.
Take advantage of the clock. He's up on both point VPs and time.
So check for point and blow. Still engaged. Can you pick the ball up when you're engaged? You can't unsnap a ball when you're engaged.
You can't unsnap it. You can snap it.
I like the play over pass and a marked target. It's good. Strong. Keeps options open.
The thing is, I'm not sure if he has it for a pass and a marked target.
He's got 2 influence.
But I'm not sure if... I don't know if the little bead is just marking bonus time or if it is an influence as well, because I don't think Mix had any allocated.
You're right, you're right.
So, kicking it into space...
5 to the 3.
Can't scatter badly.
Through Rage. Intercepted by Rage.
Yeah.
And he did have a
Okay.
yeah.
Bonus
time mark target on
onto
gutter.
which
Nicely
lands.
done. You can't help but feel a little bit of stronger play in that instance would have been to engage gutter, because you're still suffering all the same penalties.
I think you have to be super careful with that 12-inch threat range. With the extra 2-inch
very
movement.
True. Yeah.
Rage, I would assume, is what is being kind of played around.
So mark target was hit. And with the ball on rage, he has that threat
pass
extension
it away
again.
and then... So rage is going to sprint. This feels a bit premature to me, but
yeah,
I'm sure Fraser has a plan. He usually does.
I think he's just going to quick time gutter back to safety. I'd take a few Red Furies first.
Yeah.
If you got I don't think he had it.
I don't think he had it. I think he only had 2 on him. 3 on him.
3 on him.
Sprint. Hook back. Looking for the pass.
Oh, gets
Nailed
it.
That's
7.
important. Takes the dodge.
Benediction with the ball.
Charging gutter. Should get my damage marking ready.
Nothing he can do. No momentum. So just planning out the 6 minutes 50 against 9 minutes 50. Tense stuff, especially with the veteran rage activation coming up.
So the one thing that I'm curious of was Jason said I've got 2 inches extra movement
from the charge, from mark target.
Mark target, that's right. I was like, I know there's a reason that that's coming from somewhere, but I can't think where it's coming from.
Yep. So guts to usurper dice. Oh, looks
roll.
decent. Momentus 3 and a 1-inch push. Start bringing gutter back in.
Should believe lands gutter on 6.
8 dice. Spends the influence. 10 left.
So would have healed.
Would have healed. 2 more damage, so down to 8. Uh, 5 left.
I always find it curious when someone charges a model and then asks how much health
1
they have
damage.
left.
I know, I think it's that assumption that Rage will do it, regardless of health. So benediction
Benny going in.
from Fraser declaring a charge on gutter. Gets the extremity of 2. And 9 minutes 30 against 5 minutes 30. And rolls really well from Fraser again. Oh. 2 momentous damage and a double push.
Which I believe leaves Jason Gutter on 12 because I believe she was on full.
Yep. And again. Single momentous push. Keeping it nice and close in case the counterattack comes out to disengage. Single push again.
Yeah, and I feel like Fraser is kind of just doing the, I'm going to take what you give me to stay ahead.
Yep. That's what it needs to do.
And take you on clock.
Yeah. So Jason there saying, Fraser, you clicked over onto my clock and then you started tidying up. You know, I'm low on clock already. You don't need to do this.
Drops the ball. Spends 1 to hit Benny. Poised counter declared. Takes the momentous double push. Just to bring him into base to base.
Yep. Got it. Thing is, they're pushing each other around here. Well, surely he regenerates anyway. Doesn't matter. I was gonna say, surely you just start taking damage numbers to get people down low, but not against Benny.
I'm assuming the plan here is set Benny up for Rage next turn, because it's likely that Jason will get next turn.
Yeah, he's still got his 7. He's got a ton of momentum still. There's none on the table for... No influence left on the table, sorry, for Fraser.
I mean, it won't be... I don't think it'll be a takeout straight away, but I suspect Gutter's going down.
Well, I think
then start on Benny.
I think what Jason's planning for is a takeout on Gutter, get himself up to 6, a charge with Legendary into Benediction, start dealing with him, and you just got to take it. Yeah,
but I'm not sure where the goal comes from now.
No. So Bryce there intervening, just saying, guys, just take a second, clean the board, chill out. It's just a game.
So going into turn 7.
Turn 7,
yes,
everybody.
I did not misspeak. This is turn 7.
7. Shaking head disapprovingly. And both players are playing a fantastic game. You can't fault them for
it's been a really
solid
good
play.
It's weird that it's been a really good, interesting game of nothing happening.
Yeah.
It's like the best 0-0 draw you've ever seen in actual football.
Yeah. The thing is, you assume Jason's going first. You assume he's going to kill Gutter. It takes it to 6-6, and then it's just like who can keep ahead. Fraser does have 3 minutes on the clock, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
And Fraser,
3 minutes is a long time when you're losing a point every activation.
Yeah.
And they've both demonstrated that, depending on the state of the game, they are more than willing to run away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, both more than willing to just, I'm disengaging at this point because this game is mine and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's exactly what Fraser did last time. He was just like, right, miss done, Stormbox done. You can just keep the clock pressure on. And, when a game's been this tight and you have 3 minutes on someone, clock pressure is the way you're going to win it.
Yeah. I find it peculiar that it's been so close, given... this may be inaccurate and kind of I just haven't spotted them, but I haven't really spotted any major mistakes that Fraser's made. Jason's made a decent amount of mistakes that Fraser just hasn't been able to capitalise on them due to misfortune more than anything. The main one, of course, being the
missed Rage shot
on goal. Which
remember how long ago that was?
How many turns? That was turn 4, I want to say. 3 turns ago.
So that was wingbacks played, went first, got the Shadow Light from Rage.
Right, yeah.
4s and 1 on Gutter. 4 health left, 3 damage. And again,
dead.
Momentous dead. So it's 6-6.
Basically just checking that there wasn't a wrap in there, I think.
Yeah.
6-all. Does
Legendary charge Benediction. Confirmed charging Benediction with a Legendary.
Declares he'll take the poised. Surprised he's not taken the other one that you can do when you get charged.
Defensive stance.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Doesn't declare it's not a huge deal, but
I don't know. Go into 4s too against 3s too. 14
counter
dice.
attacks free.
15 because of Legendary.
Because of the Legendary.
3s and 2. Jason, don't forget your knockdown.
You've got to take your knockdown.
He takes it on Momentous 5 and then Momentous 3 and he passes it over. I guess he Red Furies to someone else because it's Legendary's up, right?
Yeah. And I believe that is Benny on 9 health.
Yeah. I mean, Gutter's in range. She's a perfect target for Red Furion, so whatever.
Bothered. Benny's there.
Yep.
you want to take as many damage as possible, because if you can you get 2 kills in one activation, it kind of turns the game a little bit. I say that, there's now like a 5-minute clock difference.
5 minutes, sorry, bonus time. And a wrap. Non-momentous 5, momentous 2, so 4 left because of the regeneration that we missed. Pausing clock. Just confirming. 4 left. Oh, yeah. So 8-6 to Jason. Spend 2 to heal Gutter. And passes play back. 8-6. Where's that ball?
Right in front of Jason's goal.
Wonderful.
For Harry to just wander in and go boop.
Yeah.
Because he's still got the...
Yep. So now we have the counter legendary from Fraser's Veteran Rage. Legendary is 3 charges in, defensive stance, and maybe counter was declared as well. I can't remember. Oh, it's all gone tense. It's frantic. There are minutes on the clock.
I like tents.
You go camping a lot.
Yeah.
Good.
Tents are great. Cutting edge. It's been a long day, Jamie.
It has been. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
So the charge in. Knocked down from the first charge. Another 4 damage, so assumed by another. You nearly got caught yawning.
You. Gutter goes down.
Gutter down. 8-8. Oh, it's all happening now. It's all happening now.
Yep.
Can Mist score from where he is? No.
But can Minx via Mist?
The only problem is the...
you need a bag of coffers in there as well.
Yeah,
like 3 activations.
As provided by chat, there is a bonus time goad on Mist to just deny that goal run. Like, stop it dead.
I mean, I just go for the goal with Harry.
Yeah. The snake's going to do it.
Bag of coffers. Go for the
Pass. 4-inch dodge. Yes! Yes! Snake pass is
Nailed
successful.
it. Take the dodge.
4-inch dodge. So it's going to try and be more than 7-6.
Safe. He could easily stay out of range of...
Well, it's goad. It's goad. It's goad.
It just sounds like you're mispronouncing it's good.
It's goad. I think just accept. You can't escape it.
Just go as far forward as you can and hope.
Yeah.
Did he manage to stay out of range of it?
I think it might have been a misplacement of Mist there. I think if when you're watching this back at home, drop in the comments, it looked like, because it's frazzled, it went from front of base to back of base.
I have no idea.
Front of widget to back of widget, but...
So he's got his movement from his card, fast card and sprint, acrobatics to make sure.
Shed light from the edge.
So this could be for the... it's for the game.
For the
if
game?
He misses, he loses.
Ah, he scores it!
Goes in.
And that is game. Players go off to hug. It is 12-8 to Jason. Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. So it ended up being 12-8 to Jason.
Yeah.
He didn't lose the game out of fortune.
Yeah,
Jamie's not sure if there was a misplace from Mist at the end.
I think it was a misplaced Mist. I think Jason, in his sort of 1 minute left on clock, his brain's gone, long day. I think Mist went from the front of the widget to the back of the widget in, what is like X-wing style placement.
I have no idea.
Which does gain the 30 mil, puts Goad out of range. There's also the worry of walking away from Benediction. There are other factors involved, but
good game, nevertheless.
Yeah.
Super tense.
Yeah, super tense. Unlucky to Fraser for missing the shot on goal with Rage, which would have wrapped it up well early.
Yeah, that would have been basically him chasing with a vet Rage team 2 VPs.
Yeah.
That would come within probably less than 7 turns.
Yeah.
That was a 7-turn game.
Yeah, that was intense.
That was a long one to finish on.
It was.
Got more to look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 more games tomorrow. Keynote in about an hour's time, so go get yourself some food. I'm going to eat my cold double down, and we're going to get set up.
Poor Jamie.
We're going to get set up for the keynote, so be sure to tune in for some Guild Ball spoilers later on, and an announcement about this year's community event.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Make sure you join us tomorrow or watch the next video on YouTube if you want to see round 5. See you later, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Like when I said 7, I think that's when he thought I said that I got